Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of God's Insight for the Soul, where we come together and Bridget and I just tap into whatever God wants us to express to our beautiful, willing volunteers who come and just want some insight or some inspiration or some encouragement. And yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So, Bridget,
Mhm.
anything else?
No, like let's do
Okay,
this.
let's do this. So, Steffi,
Hi.
hey girl, would you like to ask a question? Do you have a situation you want us to tap into, or would you like us to pull a card?
I think I have a little bit of a situation.
Okay.
It has to do with my roommates, kind of. Well, oh, fully. um, Facts being they just owe me a lot of money, and I don't know how to
Mm,
go about making sure that all gets paid back to me, I guess.
mm,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's the
All right.
facts about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So let us just tap in a little bit. And Bridget, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely feel like you're supposed to go first. So take as long as you want to like tap in, but I definitely feel like you're supposed to go first.
Okay. So Steffi, we're just gonna take a moment then. I guess I got some stuff like right away, but then I just just take a moment with me and just take a deep breath in. The first thing that before you even finished exactly what it was, the first thing that came up was like own that. You meaning as you started to say I kind of have this situation kind of with my roommates, and then it's like no, I have this situation and I got like this, yeah, own that shit. Owning, it's like when we're trying to describe something that's going on inside of us, but we're saying it in words that are outside of us because we don't want to be that bitch who holds somebody accountable to, oh, like paying me back, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so what I kept getting was like, own that shit. She owes me money. And I've been playing with the word accountability. And so it's so interesting that that also kind of pings really hard in your situation. Accountability, like when I think about the ability to account for, accounting, meaning like the numbers on a spreadsheet, right?
Mhm.
When I have the ability to account for my actions and I hold somebody else accountable for their actions, it's allowing me to also own my accountability. So holding her accountable to, hey, and sometimes that's a hard conversation to start with, but hey,
Yeah.
you owe me money. Let's figure out how you're going to pay me back. And
Mhm.
I don't know what this situation is, but if it needs
Right.
to be broken into small increments, like, hey, instead of you buying that latte, why don't you pay me $5? And then we have a spreadsheet of how much you owe me and how, and hold her accountable.
Mhm.
Own it for yourself that it's okay to be the bitch
Mhm.
or just the accountability partner,
Right.
right?
Okay. Mhm.
Like I don't have to be a bitch to make you pay me what you owe me.
Mhm.
I can just be an accountability partner and say, let's
Mhm.
write it out. Let's figure out how much it is. And then each time if it's $1 that you give me, we cross it off so that we both
Mhm.
see what's going on. That transparency piece is coming up kind of big too. There's a light
Mhm.
right above your head. And that's what like it is, like this light bulb, like transparency. Be super transparent with her. I want my
Mhm.
money back, but I'll walk with you through the steps.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. I love
Mhm.
that one. That was a good one.
Mhm.
She
Okay.
good.
So the couple things that came up, like Bridget was saying, like instantly, was one, sometimes when we're trying so hard to get back what we're owed, it keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, because we're not actually stopping, like Bridget was saying, stopping the bleed, and then moving forward from the bleed, right?
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
so what that practically looks like is, okay, guys, here's what you owe me. um I can't keep like paying rent that is yours, or buying things that are for you, right? I can't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have your rent, then I I need to ask you to leave, because I can't keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, Part of your ability to be able to do that rests in you knowing that you're a contribution. You give them a place to put their head. Your value is you and your level of responsibility, that you have a home that you've invited people into. And now it's not even that they're doing anything for you. They're doing it for themselves, so they have a fucking place to live,
Mm-hmm.
or food to eat, or whatever that thing is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely stop the bleed. If they ask for $20, the answer is always no. Now, again, we're talking a lot of practical, tactical.
Right.
What's underneath that is your value. And the more you remind yourself, I have value, I have a gift to give them, but there needs to be an equal energy exchange,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the biggest thing is just stop the bleed. And again, that might be, okay, guys, I know you owe me money. It might take for the next 5 years for you to pay me off. That's no problem. We're going to keep track right here, no problem. But it's not going to get any worse,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not going to get any worse.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the other thing, and now I lost what the other really big thing was that I wanted to tell you about that. Maybe it was that value piece, knowing you're a contribution. But the other thing that came up is that I do want to pull a card for you,
Mm-hmm.
because I think it's really easy for us to see that tactical, practical, right? Hold them
Mm-hmm.
accountable, write it down, don't have the latte. But underneath is still, why do I do it? Well, because I have these
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking patterns that sabotage me doing the thing, because I want to be liked, because I don't want to be thought of as a bitch, because I don't want to have to hold people accountable, because I learned to enable people. And that is my biggest default pattern, right? So it's easy for us to do all that, but sometimes the magic of the cards is it says something that is something for you that you go, oh shit. So let's see what it is. Oh, interesting. Travel. I wonder how this is. Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I leave for Hawaii in 8 days.
Oh,
And I'm really stressed about all that because I don't have
interesting.
money for my trip.
Interesting. Oh, I just remembered the other thing I was going to say. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in a positive way. Okay. So here's what came up from that
Mm-hmm.
is trust that the universe is going to show up for you. And that as you trust that the universe is going to show up for you, this trip is going to be life-changing. In some facet, it's going to be life-changing.
I
And
hope
you
so.
are going to come home a completely different person. Okay. Here's the other thing that came up that with conversation. And I knew that there was something else with that underlying feeling. Now, I'm going to give you an example, and then you fashion it to whatever feels good for you. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, we need to have a house meeting. Guys, I love you so much. And you guys know I love you because we love each other so much. And this whole money thing, I'm starting to get really resentful. And when I'm resentful, I love less. And guys, no amount of money or where we live or anything is more important than my relationship with you and loving you to the nth degree. This has got to stop, because the only natural response from me right now is resentment. And I don't want that anymore, guys. So I want to do this with you. We're in this together. I've enabled you to owe me more and more money. I'm taking responsibility for that by saying no more. The bleed stops here. Guys, I want to love you so bad. We got to get this in line. And it's back to what Bridgit said with that full transparency. And the full transparency is, I'm starting to resent the fuck out of you, and I might kill you in your sleep. Which we know wouldn't really happen, but right. But that's resentment builds. And then we start to do shitty things to each other, maybe not kill somebody in their sleep, but we start to do shitty things to each other, or you start to shut down, or you start to like not cook their food or resent cooking their food or whatever that is. Right. And then it all just blows up. Okay. That was a really, really long, but that's what I got.
Love it.
I'm super excited for your trip.
I'm super excited.
The thing to when Lori was reading that, the thing that I love how God energy works like this, but the thing that I kept getting was don't to trust the process, that the words that Lori said will come true. And not necessarily be like, oh, am I a totally different person now? Am I totally different? Like, just trust the process.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Steffi, why don't you pick the deck that, oh, wait, no, that's going to be me. I'm going to do Bridget's first. Bridget, which deck do you want? Do you want purple, violet, blue, or green? Oh, yeah.
Violet.
Purple, violet. Okay. These two, I'm both like, I'm reading both of them.
All right.
So there you go. Let's see how these come together. So here's your two pictures. You had this one last time.
I totally did. Like 2 days ago, Steffi.
Dang.
And then guess what this one is? It says child.
Oh.
Fucking what? Okay. Let me read some shit. Okay, family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which you can help, which we can help you to understand and heal in your mind and heart surrounding this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within this situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Because, guys, sometimes that person doesn't have a body or doesn't have a body yet. Child, you care deeply about children. and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. I just feel like, so Bridget and I this morning had an experience that this is just such a confirmation of all of that. And I'm not going to go into detail just because I don't think that that's necessary. But what I want to share with those of you watching, based on what you don't know happened this morning, what you don't know about Bridget's story, how all of this plays together, here's what I want you to know. Bridget pulled that family card the other day. We had this amazing experience this morning. Then I couldn't decide on two cards, and they were both calling. And those two cards were perfect in a confirmation for what happened this morning. And here's what I want you guys like, and it plays out with what Bridget just said to Steffi is, guys, there's the motherfucking thing that created this universe motherfucking loves and adores you. It knows what you need. It knows what you want. It knows your heart's desire, and it loves you. And it is conspiring everything in this physical universe to bring forth what it is that will create the most pleasure and life for you in this physical temple. And when we can trust this process, trust that energy, trust that things are happening behind the scenes that we cannot even think or imagine. And all we have to do is let go just a little bit more every day. Just a little bit more every day. Just let go of our control and our knowing, and we know best, and those hurts and those things. And all we need to do is just let go just a little bit more every day and refocus on what if, because guys, sometimes we don't believe this. So don't assert there is a God that loves me. There's an energy that loves me. Because if your subconscious and your nervous system doesn't believe that, all you're going to do is create greater dissonance. But if you start the sentence with, what if I believed that there was a God that loved me? What if I really believed that I was a contribution? Steffi, what if I really believed I was a contribution? How would I show up differently? What if I really believed that I was adored? What if I really believed that the universe and this God energy of love was conspiring in my favor? How would that change how I do life? What if? What if I believed that? What if it were true? What if?
So good.
So good.
So good.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Steffi, I was going to go back to now choose which card I pull from so that Bridget can read for me. So do you want 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
1, 2. Okay.
What you got, girl?
Okay, Bridget, here's my card. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Release and surrender. Ooh.
This is the same card you did.
This is the same one I got the other day too. That's nuts. And y'all
You
saw me
guys
shuffle.
obviously still need to work on the things that was told to you 2 days ago.
Yeah, thank
Think
you,
harder
Queen.
about it.
Thank you, Queen. All right. We shower you with blessing of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. And guys, that's bringing up so, like, I totally want to cry right now. So obviously there is still like a lot of what I'm gripping to. So I'm ready, Bridget.
Yeah. So what Steffi said, like we both pulled the exact same card that we pulled two days ago. And Steffi, when you were like, obviously you guys need some more. And I love just like what you were saying, do I really believe, do I really trust that there is a benevolent power that is guiding behind the scenes? Do I really believe and trust that? Because if I really believed and trusted that, would I just get the card on Tuesday and do all the things that I needed to do? And yet we have this benevolent God who says, there's a little bit more in there for you. There's a little bit more in there. So you didn't do anything wrong. It's not that you didn't get it on Tuesday. You got what you got that you were supposed to get, and there's a little bit more. And sometimes in life, that's how God works. He's like, there's a little bit more in this situation for you to completely surrender to me. And that's what I love about this example of both of us pulling the same card, and that there's so much more that he has to help us see.
Mm.
Mhm.
And I love how this comes and relates back to Stephanie with, if we trusted that there is a benevolent energy guiding us, could you trust having those hard conversations? Right? Could you trust that if they don't like you, that's not about you? Right? So it is like coming back to the foundation of it, like, what do we really believe? What do we really believe about God? What do we really believe about ourselves? What do we really believe about the universe? What do we really believe about being loved and our worth and our value? What do we really believe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy that you guys both pulled the same card, though. Like, that's insane work.
That is nuts.
God said, sit in it. He said, sit in it. That's what he said.
Yep.
For sure. For sure. And that's one of the things that I love about doing this. God's insight for the soul is watching God work in these wonderful ways. Yeah, God could have just had my card show up twice, but he had both of our cards show up twice. Like, again, getting our attention even more, saying, no, 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 look more minutely at the hairs on the butterfly's wing, not just the butterfly's wing, but the hairs on the butterfly's right wing, right here where this color purple is. Like, that's how intently he's focusing us and showing it, like, just in this little molecule, how much he has to show us in the tiniest of spaces.
Ugh, that makes my girl parts Twitter page.
I-
That was so good, Bridget. Like, yes, queen. All right. Well, if this was fun for you and you'd like some insight of your own, again, I just want to remind you that you can come on and be completely anonymous. You can turn off your camera. You can change your name. Either way, we would love to come and bless you and provide some insight. So until next time, bye.
Bye.